Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and furthermore, welcome back to yet another exciting Five Nights at Freddy's Character Explained video. And we're diving into the Five Nights at Freddy's movie to look at their version, their iteration, so to speak, of the Mangle. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, the Mangle, alongside the other toy animatronics, don't actually appear until the beginning of the movie's second act, where a trio of ghost hunters by the name of Spectral Scoopers show up at the flagship Freddy's location and meet up with the security guard protecting it, known as Michael Afton. And Michael Afton takes them in to the pizzeria, shows them around, and the leader of this paranormal ghost hunting group, Lisa, explains the history of the pizzeria and how it was shut down after a little girl was apparently murdered at this location. Lisa hears the sound of music, and so she separates herself from the rest of the group to go investigate. Her investigation leads her into a secret room below the stage of Freddy's. And in this secret room, she finds a giant present and a little music box that's playing music. And so she turns off the music box, and immediately after she does this, there is a shift in the energy at this location. Things do not feel right. And immediately after the music box is turned off, there is some shifting inside of the giant present. And this present opens up to reveal the marionette, who is possessed by a very vengeful spirit, Charlotte Emily. Now, to understand the events that are about to transpire, you first need to understand how the marionette as an animatronic works. The marionette has a very powerful wireless technology inside of it, which allows it to effectively puppeteer all of the animatronics at the flagship Freddy's location. And when the marionette is woken up by Lisa, it activates all of the toy animatronics at Freddy's and causes them to become aggressive. The first animatronic that comes online is Mangle. Mangle drops down from the ceiling to pick up one of the Spectral Scoopers investigators, bringing them up to the ceiling and killing them in brutal fashion, constricting its body around them like some sort of twisted mechanical snake and ripping them apart, leaving their body to fall down and stain the floors of Freddy's with blood. And this is all filmed from the perspective of the camera, which I think is just some great cinematography, and the sounds that Mangle makes during this attack are truly unpleasant. Now, I don't know what makes this worse. The fact that it happens off screen, so the viewer is forced to try to fill in the gory details, or just the sound design of the scene. Mangle growling, bones being clearly broken, and flesh being torn apart. It just makes this scene so dark, yet they don't really show anything. The second time that the Mangle is shown in the movie is towards the end of the second act, where the marionette, using Toy Chica, manipulates Abby into lifting the perimeter lock so the toy animatronics can leave Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and enact Charlie's revenge plan. Main characters Vanessa Shelley and Mike Schmidt quickly become aware of Charlotte's evil plan to kill all of the people she blames for her death when she was alive. And so, to prevent people from being killed, Vanessa gets in her car with a walkie-talkie while Mike, still at the flagship Freddy's location, tracks the location of each of the animatronics while fending off some of the animatronics that still remain at Freddy's. And the marionette quickly catches on to this and sends the Mangle to get rid of Vanessa. The Mangle jumps on top of Vanessa's vehicle and begins piercing the top of it with her endoskeleton limbs. It smashes the side windows and the windshield. It actually reaches its arms into the vehicle a few times to try to grab Vanessa and yank her out of the vehicle. It is unsuccessful, and this leads to a scene where Vanessa is trying to both drive and at the same time fend off Mangle, which she successfully ends up doing by slamming on her brakes, which causes Mangle to lose its grip and fly into someone's house, where coincidentally Toy Freddy is, which seems to take out both of the animatronics. This does not downright put Toy Freddy and Mangle out of service, but it does put them out of the movie's story for a while, as Toy Freddy and Mangle don't appear again until the end of the film, where they show up alongside Michael Afton in what appears to be a threat. Michael shows up threatening Vanessa, Mike, and Abby with the toy animatronics who have surrounded them. Mangle bursts through one of the windows and snaps her jaws wildly at our trio of heroes, and Michael then begins trying to convince Vanessa to join him to continue William Afton's evil work. And Vanessa declines, which doesn't seem to surprise Michael, as he quickly tells the toy animatronics to break their bones. Everything seems pretty hopeless before they hear Foxy the Pirate Fox singing a ditty, and this leads to probably what I would call the Avengers Endgame moment of this movie. The thing that I like specifically about Mangle's death here is the way she screams when Bonnie pulls her out of that window. But that is the story of Mangle in the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. Definitely did a bunch of cool stuff with this character. I love that first kill early in the movie where Mangle uses her arms and picks up this kid and kills him. The way that scene was shot was amazing. The car attack sequence was also a really good scene. And despite them not including Mangle's signature static sound effects, I really like the fact that they made a reference to Mangle's backstory. Earlier in the movie, when Spectral Scoopers is at the flagship Freddy's location before they all get killed quite brutally, Lisa asks Michael Afton what happened to the toy version of Foxy, to which he responds that Foxy was used in a failed take-apart, put-back-together attraction. He then gives a really creepy smile and says, "Children can be so cruel, can't they?" On top of this, there is also evidence to support the rest of Mangle's backstory, which is that Mangle wasn't always a take-apart, put-back-together attraction, but instead was changed into an attraction like that because the staff got tired of repairing the animatronic at the end of every shift because the kids kept on damaging and breaking the Foxy animatronic. And this is shown to us during the opening credits, where we see this arcade video game art style that shows the marionette using a pre-mangled Funtime Foxy during its performances. Of course, utilizing that wireless Bluetooth technology. But with that being said, that pretty much brings my video on the movie version of Mangle to a close. Let me know what you guys thought of Mangle in the movie. Did you like the iteration of her? Were you sad that they didn't include Mangle's iconic static? Let me know what you think about Mangle in the movie as a whole. And with that, hope you guys enjoyed. Do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.